The Soul Tribe. Welcome back to my channel, The African Gypsy. I am your girl, Sunshine. Yes, I've been away for a bit. I have been on Instagram as African Gypsy Psychic, giving the psychic forecast as well. But I also missed my YouTube crowd. People tell me, come back onto YouTube, give us some YouTube content. I was like, well, as much time as I spend watching YouTube, I should also give YouTube some messages as well. I hope you're good. Excuse me. Um, I'm gonna do a general energy forecast. I'll see what the title is gonna be. This one is timeless, so whenever you find this reading, it's the right time for you. Ooh. Someone doesn't want you to know that you should raise your standards and you should expect the best for yourself. You expect and deserve the best, and you hold high expectations for yourself. So maybe lately you've been standing up to universe, to God, and saying, you know what, universe, I want this. To ancestors, I want this. I want a better me. I want to create a better world, whatever it is, and you're putting your foot down. And maybe someone likes it better when you don't know your own self-worth and they feel that you'd be much easier to use. That's why they didn't want this message to come out. That's why it fell down. So with Archangel Uriel saying your emotions are healing, which enables you to open to greater love, and I will help you release anger and unforgiveness from your heart and mind. So Archangel Uriel is coming in to help heal your heart and your emotions and your spirit, so that you're able to release unforgiveness or any anger that you've held within you. I do feel though, for a lot of my collective, you're not even in the energy of anger. You've released that, you've transmutated that energy. You've alchemized the pain, you sat through it, you allowed it, you processed it, and you let it go. So Spirit is asking you to look forward to the future, seeing as you're releasing any bitterness and anything that's not really for you. You've now got a lot to look forward to. And as you go forward, again, the worthiness, I think it ties in with the raising your standards and all that came up earlier on. Many of you need to be reminded that you're worthy of good things, and good things are coming to you and you're worthy of them. You might be good at giving others good things, but when it comes to you receiving, you might be having a bit of a challenge. And Spirit is just reminding that, you know what, you are worthy of good things. You're also being asked to clear your space, get rid of any clutter, and clear the energy around you. Get rid of anything that you know you're not using, something that you know you've not used for the longest time, or things that are just cluttering up your space, whether it's in the workspace or at home. I know a lot of you have already been starting the spring cleaning, and it can also be on another level when you're spring cleaning any energies that you feel do not belong in your life. So you're getting rid of all of that, clearing up, and creating more space for yourself. This will also help you to relax, and you're being urged or directed to try and make time to relax, to be still, and to enjoy your solitude, enjoy your time alone, and indulge in some much needed self-care. Self-care can look like anything that it is that makes you relax, feel good, feel, I don't know, more appreciated or whatever it may be. All right, let's get into the main body of your reading, my darlings, and see what's coming up. I thank you very much for all of your support on screen and behind the screens as usual. Thank you to those who've also followed me on IG. It's African Gypsy _psychic. You can also follow me there and catch up with the readings I've done. I put dates on them, but you know that time is fluid, so it doesn't matter when you actually find the reading. Whenever you find the reading, that's absolutely the right time for you to find it. All right. Let's dive in. Wow. As I was saying earlier on, I was just talking about clearing up space and all of that. So many of you are going to be cutting out people, places, and situations that no longer serve your highest good. Anything that you just feel like, you know what, I've outgrown the situation, or this situation is not for me, or this way of thinking, or this person, place, situation, whatever it is, and you're using your logic. It's a lot of mind over matter. You're using your logic to make the right decisions. You make sure that you move forward and clear whatever is not needed. Like I said earlier on about decluttering. Decluttering is not just the physical space. Some of you are decluttering from certain groups and people, or kind of situations that you feel, no, these I really don't need in my life. All right, let's move forward and find out what else you need to find out here for the collective. Clear, concise messages, please. And can the best guidance come through? I'm so excited to be giving you a message right here on YouTube. It's been a minute, I know. I'm here. Let's dive in together, shall we? Thank you to those who've joined me for the live or going to join me for the live. And for those who are going to catch this reading afterwards, thank you for tuning in. And if you'd like to book a personal reading with me, my email address is empressvibes@gmail.com. I will put in the description box. All right. So at the center of our reading, someone has been given advice to move slow and steady. And maybe someone was thinking about relocating, and maybe it's not the right time. There's not really the right time to make that decision, or it's been delayed. And I also see the energy of someone who's feeling like they're unable to let go of my collective here. They see that you've turned your back, turned away from a situation, removed your energy from a situation, and they want to come in and offer you something. Oof. In rolls the tower. Incoming tower. Stay calm and brace for impact. So God is coming, or spirit, ancestors, angels, whatever it is you believe in. Let's just call them the spirit squad for argument's sake. The spirit squad is coming in, and it's divine intervention. It's an act of God where spirit has come in and said, you know what, is such and such a thing in your life is not really aligned, or it's not really true, it's not authentic. I'm going to reveal the people who've been sabotaging your life, and I'm going to throw them out. And this is happening. This is not something that you've done. If you've been on my channel before, I haven't been on YouTube for a long time. So let me just remind all the new subscribers, or let me tell the new subscribers, when we come up with the tower, this is what we say. We're sending in the tiger. You have 10 seconds to defend yourselves. Run. This comes from a dream download that I had where Spirit was sending in a tiger to deal with some people who had decided to replace someone in some way. So this is definitely an act of God, and God is coming in and dismantling anything that was false, anything that was a lie, anything that was not true. And someone could also be having a lot of inflammation. Maybe they need to find something cool to drink, something cool or icy to drink. So I also see here that this could be a couple that's spiraling out of control together, a man and a woman, or whatever the situation may be. And this is a total shock. I heard there's shock and dismay in the camp of whoever was trying to sabotage you. And I do feel that maybe someone was trying to gradually displace you from your life in whatever area of your life it may be. And God stepped in, and this has been stopped from happening. And you're not going to be displaced. Whatever displacement there was that they were thinking of is not going to happen to you. Whether this is displacement from a job, a marriage, a relationship, or whatever it may be. So in the past, you submitted some sort of documentation, some sort of paperwork to some sort of a higher authority, something to be looked at, and maybe you're about to get a response concerning that. And even in the past, you were advised to continue to use the integrity that you've always been known for, because that would pay off huge dividends for you. In your current circumstances, I see someone's having a lot of regrets and sadness. Maybe someone is regretting the way they treated you. They regretting the fact that you're not seeing eye to eye, or you're not on the same page, or you've been separated, or there's distance between you, whether it's emotional or physical distance. And someone also regrets the fact that they've been exposed. They've been exposed, and whatever malicious plans they had against you have been dismantled and interrupted. Yeah. There's been divine intervention. In the future, you're moving forward, taking care of yourselves, as my collective often does. You're looking good. You're taking action on the things that you've planned to do. It's not just like, oh, one day I'm going to do this. You're like, you know what? It's either one day I'm going to do this, or this is day one of me now doing this, whatever it may be. And there's some sort of advice you're following when someone told you to just move slow and steady, and to not expect huge profits all at once. Don't go for the duffel bag full of cash. No, just work slow and steady, and you get incremental profits as you go along. Things will grow and improve for you gradually as you go along. So the key is, if someone is seeing you as a missed opportunity, there's a lot of remember I was told the shock and dismay earlier on. Both of these are cards of someone sitting in regret. Regretting their past choices, regretting the way they went, regretting the way they treated you, regretting the fact that they're now seeing you as a missed opportunity. Someone could have fumbled a job, a blessing, a husband, a wife, a career, uh, whatever it is. Someone fumbled something because they failed to see that whatever they had been given was a blessing from the Most High, from the Divine Himself, and they just took it as like business as usual. Oh, it's just the same old thing, or whatever it may be. In your environment, there's a celebration, there's a reason to celebrate. It could be a celebration because of some sort of documentation or that you may have submitted as well. For some of you, this is marriage, this is commitment, this is beautiful, beautiful energy, really, really beautiful energy. And it's commitment, it's marriage. For some of you, it's an event or it's a house, a happy house. It's a reason for celebration for some of you. In your subconscious mind, many of you are thinking about a shocking ending that has just happened. Because remember, with the tower coming in, so with the energies, how they've come out together, I'm being told that there's a sudden dramatic ending, sure ending that is coming in some situation. We know that Saturn is in retrograde, I think, and the planets are all doing their things. And I think many of you have sensed it and picked it up that this is FAFO season, and Karma is the bookkeeper. She's going around, and girl or guy, she is collecting. Karma is on a roll, and she's collecting. And we were told this already, like maybe like 2 years ago, that no, just try and do right by people, just try and do the right things so things can come out right for you. Some people didn't want to listen to that message, but here we are. That's what it is. So some of you are thinking also about a reconciliation of some sort. Or someone is trying to stop a reconciliation, or someone is seeing a truth about reconciliation. It might be a reconciliation for a few of you. For some of you, it's a new relationship. At the bottom of the deck, Spirit is showing me that some of you are getting a harvest that's much bigger than you anticipated, because you've been putting in work, you've been praying, you've been working hard, you've been doing your research, you've tried to stay humble, you've tried to get the advice and guidance of those who are more experienced than yourself. You stood on the shoulders of giants to try and get where you need to get, not in a nasty way of like, I'm stepping on this giant's shoulders and I'm gonna get ahead no matter what. It's not one of those type of energies. It's just doing it in the right way. Guys, I'm gonna keep this reading real short. The result is there's some fast information coming towards you, fast information that's going to make you change your mind about a course of action. All right, let's clarify right here and find out what is crossing the collective's path right now. Ooh, someone really did not want you to get this message, but guess what? Surprise! I'm here with a message. We never know which one it is when it comes to the spirit, guys. You don't know if it's surprise or surprise. No. So anyway, what's crossing your path is a decision, a judgment call, and you seeing that there's a necessary change that has to come in. This may be to do with the message that came up early on about you cutting out people, places, or situations that no longer serve your highest good. You've got into a place where you're like, no, this is just not it. There could have been a lot of secrecy. There's also strong Scorpio energy coming out as well. Maybe you're dealing with the Scorpio. I'm picking up Aquarius and Aries as well coming up so far. So you're making a decision, a judgment call regarding some sort of secrecy, something that was done in secret, and you're getting some clarity, and it's mind over matter. You're not allowing your emotions to rule your mind as you're making certain decisions. This could be to do with something that you've looked deeper into. What is this about? This could be to do with you had to look deeper into how to find balance after being betrayed or stabbed in the back in some way or done dirty, and you had to stay very balanced. And I see you did have Archangel Michael on your side helping to stay very balanced, to not react. I do pick up that perhaps as you went through some sort of conflict that you had, some people may have mistaken your lack of response for having no response at all. And you helped yourself. You managed to heal from this heartbreak, and you had to turn your back on a situation. Some of you may have been forced to cut ties in some way. It was a heartbreaking decision. It was not a decision you'd have wanted to get to on any odd day, but you were forced by circumstances to get to that decision. And as you walked away, many of you, my darlings, I feel that some of you walked into a marriage. We did see marriage in the environment, or a commitment to some of you. And for some of you, you went into your spiritual, it caused a spiritual awakening in you. The heartbreak, which it often does as the chosen ones, we all know that heartbreak or pain often triggers a spiritual awakening. That's like the default. Someone comes for you, you go to spirit, and so each time they come for you, you go closer and closer to spirit. I know I've shared this in a video before, right, guys? I want to jump straight to the cheeky madams and find out what we need to know about this situation. What do we need to know? Something is coming in hot, it's sizzling hot. Someone was trying to mess with your cranium, which means they were trying to make you live in fear, to make you scared and all of that. But you got the attention of your higher ups, you got the attention of spirit, your ancestors, your angels, or higher ups in your 3D world. Take it however it fits, my darlings. This could have been because you're dealing with someone who had some sort of criminal tendencies, because we have here the rap sheet reads like a demon CV. This person has just done too much. They've done the most. Yeah, I've got you. I've been so busy watching your life and judging you that I lost sight of the fire in my own backyard. Someone's been steady watching you, collective. This could be the same people who betrayed you that you had to turn your back on, and you went straight to spirit, and maybe you might have gone to a spiritual leader or a traditional leader as well in some way. Yeah, someone tried to mess with your reputation, my darling collectors, because we have here, your reputation, darling, has been restored. Your reputation has been restored. And God has lifted you out of every trouble. Whatever trouble this criminally minded person tried to put you in, your reputation has been restored. And you didn't do it by having to talk and say, hey, it's this, it's that, it's this, it's that, this is what it is. No, it wasn't that. You just were moving forward and things worked out for you and your reputation was restored and God spoke for you. The truth does not need to be defended. The truth can speak for itself. So you were just doing you and your reputation was restored. And I see that someone's mission was to try and provoke you. Someone was trying to do the most to provoke you, to make you act out of character so that they can damage your reputation and say, you see, this person did this. Maybe there's someone who's been seen as a victim in their own story. They made you the bad guy. You need people like me. You need rappers like me. God, make me the bad guy. Some Chung Lee right there. Someone's mission was to provoke you so that you act out of character and they just rubbish your reputation. And this is a freaking setup from the very beginning. Someone set up to try and destroy your reputation and make you come out in some other way that you're not, represent you in a way that you're not, even to certain communities, whether it's like online communities or communities in the 3D or whatever it is. Their mission when they set you up was to provoke you, to make you act out of character. Remember I said earlier on that your composure, someone mistook your composure for fear or confusion. They didn't see that you were composed in a situation because that's who you are. No one's going to take you out of your gangster and make you act the fool and make you start rolling in the mud in their own terrain that they are so used to. Because the minute you climb down from your throne, remember we got raising your standards, and at the very beginning of the reading, the cards dropped and someone did not want you to know that you should raise your standards. You should expect more from yourself, expect more from the world, and ask God's Spirit, the Spirit Squad, the ancestors, to help you to raise your standards. If some truths are coming out, because I got here, I'm showing you this truth now because you're ready to understand what happened in the past, so you can drop it like it's hot, just the way you need to. Whatever it is that happened in the past, you're going to drop it like it's hot. Someone sent me a message that they can't join, they're not failing to join the live. But that's okay, my darlings. You'll have to watch the reading after I've uploaded. Can't go by tongue. So someone's a real friend, a friend indeed, who's telling you about what was trying to happen in your life. This could be a friend who walks with a bit of a limp or something like that, or maybe you walk with a limp. We got you. Guilt does not need a judge or an audience. Because only the guilty run when they are not chased. The guilty are always making up stories, making up alibis, trying to reinforce the lie, trying to always talk. And people will be like, hey, why are you steady hating on this person? If they did you so dirty, just forget about them, move forward with your life. But they can't, because they're still trying to reinforce the lie, which they can't, You're told you, even a dog knows when he's wrong or when he's guilty. If some of you all got pets out here, and if you don't, I'm sure you've watched some pet videos. I love the pet videos. I really enjoy them. And when a dog is guilty of something, now you ask the dog, who's playing with this tissue? And the guilty party you will always see. So why can't a human being know that they're guilty? Like we're told, the guilt does not even need an audience. That means a person knows it in their heart of hearts that I did someone dirty and I shouldn't have done that. I shouldn't have done that. I shouldn't have gone so far. Now this person is asking, what do I say? They don't know what to say to you after the way they were acting the fool, but you're going to live to tell the tale. Whatever it is that tried to happen in your life, you are going to live to tell the tale. This will be going down on a Monday. It is a Monday today as I'm channeling this message for you. So for some of you, this is a live feed. This is something that has happened today. And for some of you, it's happening on a Monday. So just be mindful of that. Someone was trying to send you dark magic here because we got by the prickling of my thumbs, something wicked that way comes. I paraphrased it a little bit. Yeah, so someone sent people to watch you because, yeah, we got here. Eesh. They thought the watchers would shame you, but you turned them into fans. So the people, I spoke about someone steady watching you. The people that they sent to watch you became your biggest fans because they had first-hand information about how you were just busy doing you, minding your own business, staying in your lane, praying, believing, and trying your best to just do what you could do best. And they turned all the watchers into fans. They're like, oh, wow, is that person again? After all the things that we know they've been through and they're still standing strong. Yeah, we've got here in the background, there was a silent ledger telling every injustice against you. Karma was the bookkeeper. Karma has been keeping tally of every wrong thing done to you. And a bookkeeper always balances. The books always have to balance. Someone did you this, that means they've sent that same energy back into their lives. Yeah, someone was trying to come with a drama to provoke you, to make you act out of character. Spirit is just saying, just avoid the drama. You can see it coming from a mile away. You can see where they're trying to bring some sort of chaos, you get some village champion trying to bring chaos your way and you just... yeah, someone brings the chaos crew to your life, and they're waiting for chaos to happen because they thrive in chaos. Because with in the midst of chaos, a person can escape being accountable. Yeah, this is someone that you were trying to guide the right way, but they took your guidance and they stepped all over it, This is a person, yeah, we were told, yeah, you, my darling, were the lighthouse, and they were the ship that insisted that the rocks did not exist. This is animus morphosis. So you warn someone like, what, be careful. I see this happening. You don't even have to be psychic to tell someone. Sometimes you can just sort of be very analytical and sort of preempt a series of events as well. Maybe that's what you are, whoever you are watching this video. And you told someone, what, I see pitfalls up ahead. No, this path you've taken, I don't see this path being a good path. And they ignored all the warnings. They ignored every single thing that you told them. And if a ship insists that there are no rocks, you don't have to argue with the ship and say, those are rocks, because the ship is saying, I've shared this before, the ship is saying that, no, those aren't rocks, those are mermaids and sirens. Behold, they beckon to me. They're calling, look, they're singing to me. They're waving. And you're like, okay. If you say you're right, you're right. I ain't going to argue with you, but it's your ship, it's your life. It's your life. Do what you want. This I'm picking up as a person that you did good to. And this is a person who burnt bridges. They burned the bridges with you. Now, my darlings, not only did they burn the bridge, they herded your cattle across the bridge first. Then they took part of the bridge, they burnt down the bridge. They took the fire from the burning bridge to make a braai. And they invited all of your enemies to a braai, eating your cattle, making a grand feast of braais at your expense, with all of your enemies, all of your jealous haters, all those people hating on you, those people who had an axe to grind with you, all these people were just jealous and hateful, and they entertained your enemies, eating the cattle that they'd herded from your ranch. And they ignited the fire and the many nights with a burning bridge that they took along the way. Yeah. I'm trying to tell you. Yeah. But Spirit is saying just continue to focus on your beautiful new beginnings, no matter what has happened. These people have come to you, they've been sneaky as heck. This because you got your insidious intent. Insidious actions are covert, defined inter alia as acting by imperceptible degrees, having a gradual and usually a hidden effect. Someone trying to affect you slowly, slowly. I spoke about the gradual displacement, but I feel that this gradual displacement and this sabotage is coming to a sudden and tumultuous end for your ops and your enemies, because real power is restraint in the face of provocation. Like I say, their mission was to provoke you. Spirits, thank you, Spirit. Spirit is just confirming. Real power is restraint in the face of provocation. And this is Jordan Peterson. Yeah, because you were giving your light, my darling, to someone who's only interested in consuming it all together and snapping it out. And you thought, no, just share a bit of my light. And they're like, well, why don't I just take it all and leave you in the dark? Yeah. Real power is restraint in the face of provocation. When you see people are steady trying to provoke you, trying to come at you this way, that way, and you remain composed, that is real power. That is real restraint. And anyone who talks nonsense about you is transferring their blessings to you. That is the karma that they're getting. I did say that karma was a bookkeeper and she's keeping tally of everything that was happening. And now anyone who talks nonsense about you is automatically transferring their blessings into your life. So they better stop. You better stop before your blessings are transferred to the person you're talking smack about. I got the initials BK or KB coming out here. Yes, these people put you under some sort of surveillance, whether it was spiritual or otherwise. These people were steady watching you. And we did see that they lost sight of the fires in their own backyards because they were steady watching you. We got that coming up as well. Yeah. So they're watching you, whether they're watching you remotely, spiritually, that they forgot to look at their own things happening in their own lives. Spirit is asking you to continue to have gratitude after all the things that you've been through. Have gratitude. These people insulted your intelligence. They had you for a simp, darling. I'm sorry to put it that way, but that's exactly what it is. They looked at you and they thought, well, you know what? When my brains were invented, the brain factory closed, I was the last person. No, it was on the... My brains on the clearance rack. I got the last set of brains. After I got brains, no one else got brains. I'm so the only one who's thinking, and I'm going to think for everyone. This is what they thought. And they insulted your intelligence. They didn't think that you were anything to contend with. And you weren't contend with anyone because you don't need to be in a competition. You just need to be on your own life mission, doing better than you did yesterday. But this person here, they insulted your intelligence. We got a tall, dark man who always pretends that he's happy, but he's not happy. And this is one of the people going through sudden destruction. And it's like a permanent ending of a cycle. There's a tower coming in. There's shocking news, startling revelations coming in, and a certain end. Yeah, okay, let's move forward and find out what more is coming out. I say that it wasn't going to be a long session, but here we are. Well, I know I'd miss being on YouTube with your energies, my darlings. Some of you I know are still fast asleep. So when you wake up, you're going to be surprised with a reading from Sunshine. I hope you enjoyed, my darlings. All right. So let's see what's happening in your environment. In your environment, there's a reason to celebrate, and you intuitively feel that you're going to have a reason to celebrate. You feel that heavy burdens are going to be put down because you've been very strong and perseverant, and you've been very fiery when it comes to your ideas. I also feel that you're getting Soul Tribe, you're meeting Soul Tribe, or there's a happy reconciliation or some sort of an event or like party or something with Soul Tribe. For some of you, this is the first time you've met this Soul Tribe. Maybe you haven't met them like one-on-one, or you haven't met in a long time. For some of you, you're meeting Soul Tribe for the very first time. And for some of you as well, I feel that this could be connected with your spirituality. Like I said, this is a general reading, my darlings. So please do take what fits and leave the rest for someone else. If you want to know if it's your story, book your personal reading with me, and I'll be happy to do your personal reading and see how these energies are playing out in your own life. So I feel that you're very guarded and you've had to stand your ground. For some of you, standing your ground, and people haven't known that you're standing your ground. They haven't known that some of you are secretly in prayer, talking to spirit, talking to your ancestors, and all of that. And for some of you, there's a secret strength that people didn't see in you. Some people are shocked with who you are, who you're turning out to be, but there's a strength in you that they feel was a secret. Remember, these were people who were steadily watching you. They thought that they knew everything and everything about you, and they even insulted your intelligence because they were they got complacent. They felt that they knew everything about you, like, oh yeah, I know how this person is. They're like that, so we're gonna come in like that, and maybe you've transformed, you've changed. The spirit has helped you and healed you in such a powerful way. Yeah, and you realize that you're worthy of good things in your life. Someone wanted to try and be very toxic. Maybe someone was trying to destiny swap in some way. I've heard that term being used quite a bit. Someone could have been trying to destiny swap in some way, or someone is being very toxic and lying, a pathological liar, if I can put it that way. And they were trying to overpower your strengths by lies. This could be concerning some sort of a trip or a journey, but some truth is coming out. You're getting good news concerning a trip. Someone is looking at a trip or a journey, and a family going to a trip or a journey, or a family on a journey, and someone is feeling left out because maybe they see you being happy. Someone thought that you're going to be isolated, but they see that you're dancing to the beat of your own drum. This could be a person who's feeling isolated. They could be having like scarcity in some part of their life, and you're getting some message about this. And they see that you're looking good. This is a person who was, I also pick up the energy someone was doing some sort of like conflict spells, trying to send conflict and confusion your way. And they try to push in a very competitive situation, try to compete with you, or maybe try to even be you. First they're such a copycat, they're copying everything you're doing. Then they decide to erase you totally and take over your identity like a leech, a parasite that always needs a host. But it hits different when the ancestors take over the battle. In the next 72 hours, my darlings, whenever you do find this reading, there's a conspiracy to unalive someone. Okay, but it's gonna hit different because the ancestors are taking over the battle. Whenever you find this reading, if this is your message, if this rings a bell and you're feeling like I feel this is familiar, it's your message. If it's not, leave it for someone else. Remember, I just said that this is a general reading. This is a person who secretly admires you behind the scenes, and they see that you're being protected by spirits, and maybe you got spirit animal spirit guides, or you've got pets nearby, and your pets are protecting you from some sort of a stalkery energy that's in your vicinity. So if you hear the dogs just going off or something like that, they've picked up this energy. But in the next 72 hours, it's going to hit different because spirit, the ancestors are definitely taking over this battle. Later haters, these haters are going to be taken out of your energy in some way, shape, or form. I did say there's a tower and a certain ending, someone's going to be eating a humble pie, or someone is now eating a humble pie. This person was a secret part of the gang, but now they've been humbled by spirits because your ancestors took over the battle, and you're going to just move forward as if you're ready to receive the apology that you never got. This is a person who owes you an apology, but they just could not bring themselves to giving you that apology, but you're being asked to move forward as if you already got that apology that you never got. This person thought they were doing a service to the community by coming out against you. But you're not alone, darling. Elders fight on your behalf. You got like elders in your corner, like really making sure that you're okay. In the next 48 hours, Spirit just said, 72 hours, count it down. Next 48 hours for someone is going down. What's going on in the next 48 hours? Yeah, they dreamt that they're in a car chase and they were cornered. There could be some sort of, something's going down in the next 48 hours. This sounding criminal. Well, conspiracy to unalive someone is definitely criminal and immoral and irrational in this case, because someone already got the dream download not to come at you and they didn't follow this warning. But then in the next 48 hours, something is going down. In the next 72 hours, your ancestors are just taking over the battle altogether. And now no one wants to hang out with them. People know what they've been planning against you, what they've been trying to do, and people are just like, no what? I'm not going down with you. I don't want to hang around with you. I don't want to be associated with that. This person has been casting evil spells on you, but all evil spells cast on you have been lifted, my darlings. And I didn't think this reading was going to be so dramatic. There could be a Capricorn who's hearing about this. It could be about a Capricorn, someone born in December. Yeah, like I said, now that they've burned down the sanctuary of your love and protection, danger now flies at them like confetti at a wedding. Under your care, under your wing, under your watch, this person, under the care of your love and protection, this person was safe. And they walked away from the sanctuary. They walked away from the protection. And we got, let me read it again. Now that they've burnt down the sanctuary of your love and protection, danger now flies at them like confetti at a wedding. And everybody knows that they're a spineless person who pushed away an earth angel. This is Jordan Peterson again. I may have paraphrased Mr. Dr. Peterson. Do forgive me. I actually showed that I had understood the assignment. Yeah, and they lied to people and they got other people to come out against you. The chaos crew, they got the chaos crew to come out against you. I'm going to put the chaos crew in the cheeky madams. But the cleansing that you did worked. So, like I said, when danger came at you, a lot of you went straight to spirit. You went into the embrace of spirit. Okay, let me hold up the cards. I didn't hold them up earlier on. After they tried to stab you in the back, you turned your back on your situation and you went straight to spirit. Okay, let me put it this way. It's inverted. The cards are inverted. Yeah, like this here. Yeah. You went straight to a spiritual guru or leader, or you became the spiritual guru or leader after being heartbroken and stabbed in the back, being put in third-party situations where you'd be planning with someone and they're planning with the chaos crew. They're planning with the chaos crew all the time. So whatever you're planning, they're bouncing it off other people and they just like rubbishing your ideas and wasting your time and trying to duplicate your ideas and all of that. So yeah. No one wants to hang out with these people, and you did some cleansing. You went to spirit. You went deep on your spiritual walk when people broke your heart and betrayed you and stabbed you in the back. You didn't turn your back on God, which is what they wanted to do. You clung to God, to spiritual ancestors, and you were healed and you were protected and you're renewed, you're recharged. You're rejuvenated, child, and yeah. The jig is up. Like I say, the tower and the death card coming up. There's a certain ending to the tomfoolery in this season. This reading is timeless whenever you receive it. We got 48 hours, 72 hours from whenever you receive this reading. Yeah, there were too many moving pieces on the chessboard, but God saw everything. They were trying to be clever, like you come from this side, you come from this side. We did get a secret part of the gang coming up there, but God is still wiser. They were being clever, but God is in wisdom. Yeah, child. Your ancestors have just pulled up on them. No. Yeah, they're not playing games with these haters no more. They try to contend with God. In the next 24 hours, they will learn a lesson. They tried to contend, they tried to fight with God's will for your life. But in the next 24 hours, they're finna learn a lesson. So we got 72 hours, and the answer said, no, child, bring it down to 48 hours. I'm ready to pull up on a hater. What? You've been sending spell work to my granddaughter? Making her things not work out, trying to hurt my grandbaby, my great-great-grandbaby? Then the next ancestors, the underground gang came in and said, no, we're ready to pull up on these mouths. Yes. In the next 24 hours, they're going to learn a lesson. So this is getting serious. This is about to happen. Some of you can feel it in your subconscious mind. You know that something's about to end, to transform in some way, and you know it's going to come with shock, with thunder and lightning. There's shocking news, shocking revelations, shocking news headlines. And some of you can already feel it, like I said already, some of you have sort of preempted the situation or whatever's been going down. Saturday is going down for someone as well. What's up with Saturday? the boys are not listening to me right now. So someone was telling people to do you something. By Saturday, these boys ain't gonna be listening. They'll be like, "Did you see what happened to little Jim?" No, 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 no. I'm not about to do that. That's why no one wants to hang out with them, because karma is coming out. Some people are gonna be experiencing some supernatural things for trying to come out against you. Yeah, this spoke of supernatural, but these people with criminal intent. These people are criminal intent. They try to do you something, but they dreamt that they got caught up. It might be about to go down. Someone could really be getting caught up. And this is a person who's been playing around in your energy. Got here. I can't even look you in the eye because I know that I've betrayed you over and over again so many times. And you still failed with all of those attempts. Even when I was not even aware of the tomfoolery, you still could not do it right, because God will not allow you to. Yeah, because someone tried to dispatch some of my darlings. Yeah, we got this. Someone is still trying to dispatch some of my soul tribe into their next life before the contract here has been fulfilled on this earth in this lifetime. Yeah, I've got a short, light-skinned man who's always chewing, who's always nervous. What's up with this short, light-skinned man? Why has he come out? Wise counsel is here concerning this person. What's the counsel here, Spirit? What does the collective need to know? Pisces, this man could be a Pisces, or they could have Pisces in their chart, or there's Pisces there, or you are a Pisces, and they've been told that a Pisces is an enemy within this. Yeah, playing with the enemy, they're dancing with the enemy. Doing the rumble with the enemy, and this is an enemy within, an enemy inside of their own camp, inside of their own circle, inside of their own nucleus. And there's also a Gemini coming out here, so maybe this happened to a Gemini. And we got you. No, there must be a mistake. This was supposed to happen to you. Really? It looks like the terribles of Troy. I told you there's divine intervention. This is the card of the Tower. This is divine intervention. This is spirit stepping in. This is not an act of a human hand with a lightning struck tower. This is sudden destruction and ruin. Yeah, some things you'll be hearing the headlines. But lucky you're here on the African Gypsy channel, so you're getting tomorrow's headlines today. And Spirit is telling that it's time to dream a new dream, regardless of what you've gone through. These people are not turning on each other. There is no loyalty amongst thieves. You, my child, my good child, you're being told to expect good news. Yeah, unexpected good news is headed your way, because something is over. The jig is up. Something is done with. Spirit is saying that, it is time. It is time for something to be folded up. There's also conspiracy to commit wire fraud. Someone wanted to defraud you of money or property or honest service using the airwaves, in some way. Yeah, we got you. Do you remember, guys, that just earlier on we got there that your reputation has been restored? We were asking, what's this here? How can you? Why was it restored? Who tried to do you something? Who tried to do something to your reputation? And we got here. They were paid to ruin your reputation. They spent all of the cursed money ruining their own life. Yeah, because when you chose peace, it did not mean that you were not skilled in war. So again, someone tried to provoke you by trying to ruin your reputation, and someone was paid to ruin your reputation, and they spent all the cursed money ruining their own life. They used that money living a ruinous life, basically, because it was ill-gotten wealth, and it was cursed money because they tried to ruin the reputation of someone who was God's own baby. And they ruined their life. They wined and dined their enemies. They wined and dined the people who ended up getting them sick, tired, broke, disconnected from spirits. Oh, yeah. Like I say this before this card even came out. Thank you, Spirit, for the confirmation. Your ancestors pulled up on a hater last night, and justice was served. I know it's inverted, but like I always say, it gives me a strange satisfaction to still show you the card. Your ancestors pulled up on a hater last night. This is why the tower has come out there. That's why there's a certain ending. That's why there's so much sadness and dismay and regret, because your ancestors pulled up on a hater last night. There's a criminal case. Someone tried to do you something. We did see some of the charges, because we did see someone who's already got a criminal record, and we saw the criminal charges that came up. And yeah, we did also see a thief of time, energy, joy, life, hope. Yes, they left you for someone who could give you what they couldn't. I know you're wondering what that could be. Let's see what the cheeky madams have to say. Yes, they left you for someone who could give them what you couldn't. An STI, a ruined future to look forward to, and shame to wear as a cloak all of their days. Yeah, it's true. They did leave you for whoever it is who someone left you for someone else. They left you for someone who could give them what you couldn't. They left you for someone who could give them an STD, who could give them shame, who could give them a ruined future to look forward to, who could give them all the things that you couldn't. So yeah, yes, darling, that person definitely the person that they left you for could give them the things that you couldn't. Yeah, take faith in that, whoever you are, whoever this message is for. And yes, a lot is happening behind the scenes and you don't know about it. Well, we about to find out. We about to dig in. And before I bounce out and see what is happening behind the scenes, what is going down, my darling collective. Oh, YouTube, I missed you so much. Missed you so much, guys. I promise not to take such a long hiatus from YouTube again. All right, let's find out. A hiatus is an absence. All right, what is happening behind the scenes that we don't know about, my darling collective? What's happening? What do you need to know? What's happening behind the scenes that you need to know about? Someone is looking deep into a matter to do with a house or a commitment or a marriage or an event. And this could be to do with the Sagittarius as well. So it looks like there are two people, two very wise people looking at a matter, and they're seeing something coming to a very painful ending. What is this painful ending? Oh, they don't want us to know about it. This flip down in the reverse. A painful ending when someone has lost control of a situation. Like I said earlier on, someone is spiraling downward, or a group of people are spiraling downward, or a couple or some people are spiraling downward. They've lost control of a situation and something's coming to a very painful ending for them, and someone's looking at them. And this could be people who've lost control of a situation because they were arrogant, selfish, self-centered, egotistical, very selfish, only thinking about themselves. And these are people that knew everything about everything, or a person that didn't listen to anyone's advice, and now they've lost total control of a situation. Yeah, there we got it. This is not even supposed to be in this deck. This person is now sitting again in shame and regret, looking at lost opportunities, looking at how they squandered their good years, their energy, their vitality, their time, their talent, their expertise, the good part of their love. They squandered it on futile attempts. You see, this is a person who was even ungrateful. I hope you can pick this up. Yes, the cards are well worn. This person's even got their foot in their bowl. They were ungrateful. They put the hand that fed them. They were fed so much to a point, or they overindulged to a point of putting their foot where their food is supposed to be, you know? I know there's some saying, I can't think of it right now. And you can paraphrase, replace with the, yeah. This someone, yeah. And there's now saying that you're having a passion, new beginning, and maybe for some of you, money is coming up, your money is coming back to life. For some of you, starting a new business, or for some of you, you're studying something new, you're furthering your education, you're developing yourself. Even if you're not sitting at a desk at school, you're taking like 5 minutes to listen to a podcast or a video that teaches you something new, something that you didn't know yesterday. You're improving yourself, and someone has been on the side trying to cause trouble for you all this time. There's a person who's reckless, who's ruthless, a person, yeah, who could even have a health concern going on, who's now having so much regret. And again, because real power is restraint in the face of provocation. You chose peace over drama. Someone was trying to come at you to provoke you and get you into some sort of drama, and you chose peace. You're like, yeah, I see the drama in the background, but you know what? I'm not going to give it my energy. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to give this drama my energy. I see it right there. Okay, yeah, do that drama. I see it there. But, I'm here trying to decide what to do, shedding an old version of myself, making a new version. And while that was happening, some secrets came out. So these are all the things that are happening behind the scenes. Remember, that's what we were clarifying. We got a lot is happening behind the scenes and you don't know about it. A secret was revealed. There was some cloak and daggery. There's some secrecy. Yeah, maybe these people, you see, the background is night. These are things that are happening in secret things happening in the nighttime. Now they're being exposed and revealed, and the tower's falling down. Excuse me. They're saying I should change the date. Let's find out what secrets have come out. Okay, what secrets have come? Oh, they don't want you to know this. These cards just keep coming down. This is an arrogant, egotistical person that very vain, self-centered, pompous person does not listen to anybody's advice. It's only when people are giving them bad advice, then they're activated. Then they're like, huh, what? We should go and lie on someone. And you're going to pay me some money to ruin this person's reputation. Oh, yeah. That sounds like good advice. Yeah, I'll follow. That's the only time they listen to advice. And this person is arrogant and egotistical. Some secrets coming out. What's that secret coming out here? Secrets are coming out about, guys, every deck I've done, someone is sitting in regret. This is like the fourth time this has come out, the Five of Cups. Someone is regretting all the things they did. They're regretting the fact that they invested in empty cups that could yield nothing. They could not get these cups. These cups were empty. It was a dud. They were, whether this person was fooled into leaving the two full cups behind them. Yeah. If it's you listening to this message who was feeling disappointed and regret, there's still two full cups behind you. Don't get caught up in thinking about what didn't happen, what went south, and all of that. There's a lot of communication with these secrets are coming out, a lot of messages going back and forth. This could be messages online, a lot of back and forth. These could be screenshots. These are messages, a lot of messages going back and forth. Again, shocking revelations coming in, shocking news coming in. Ooh. Thank you for joining the live, guys. Let's move forward. I'm fired up. Spirit is just bringing in the messages. I know all your spirit guys are like, yeah, there's Sunshine on YouTube. Sunshine, I need a message. I need my message. So it's coming in hot. I'm like, guys, wait, one by one. Let's channel all these messages. And I was saying I didn't want to spend so long on the channel. Yeah, I'm still here. So shocking news is coming in, shocking revelations. It could be a Gemini getting these messages, and it could also be messages about a decision, about someone reaching a decisive point in their life. It could be a couple. Yeah. It could be also shocking news about someone deciding to be a power couple, making a decision about a power couple, or it could be shocking news about a power couple. What's up with this power couple, whether they're married or they're business partners? Ooh, I don't know if someone wants to leave their setup suddenly. There's a sudden departure or a sudden arrival. It could be a sudden departure because the family circle has changed. Someone wants to leave suddenly, or someone's making a decision. What is this? To leave the situation. This could be after they broke your heart or betrayed you or stabbed you in the back in some way, with the three of backstabberation coming up with their friends, and they put you in third-party situations, my darlings. And now justice is coming up. You found a new love, and you've got so many options available as well. It could also just be self-love. You found self-love, and with you loving yourself, this is allowing so many options to open up in your life. A lot of options are coming up, and you've changed your environment, or you've changed things around you. You've detached yourself emotionally from a situation, and someone is now thinking about the past and having only good memories about you, and thinking about how balanced you were, how you did everything in moderation, how fiery and passionate you were, how you had passionate new ideas, you're creative, you're very creative ideas, and they came up with some toxic energy and disregarded all of that and maybe walked away when you didn't expect it. You see how this woman's walked away while this man is sleeping. And maybe you're cutting out some people, some truth is coming out. And you're again looking deeper into something. Someone's looking deeper, like a couple of people are looking deeper into a situation. It could be to do with an organization, an institute, can be to do with a Taurus as well. And there is a couple that are looking deep into some spiritual matters as well. The Hermit and the Hierophant, these are both spiritual cards as well. This maybe is for some people. Someone is pushing a third party and trampled all over you, and now they got when you took away your energy, they got some sort of a revelation about a spiritual partnership that you guys are spirit guys that are connected in some way, and they're seeing some truth. Ooh, a lot is happening behind the scenes. Take it as it fits. I know I channeled a lot of different stories. So take what fits and leave the rest for someone else, my darlings. Someone is having to stand their ground, stand firm and win 10 toes down when it comes to work. Someone is standing their ground when it comes to work, and because this someone is working hard, is very committed and good at their work, who's managed to put down heavy burdens in terms of their work, and someone in the background again is seeing them as a missed opportunity. Someone could be overdoing their dwanks because they chose the bottles. They chose the bottles and refused the bottomless pit of champagne. They didn't recognize something that they were being given by spirit, and they indulged themselves in lower vibrational things that ended up being very empty and shallow, and they only have nothing but bad memories about the choices they made. Yeah. What they got was a chest full of disappointments. And here you are healing, choosing peace over drama, putting yourself out there, working with integrity, and something's fated to go your way. There's a wheel of fortune, something's improving for you, and someone's watching these improvements. This could have been someone who tried to win at all costs in the past, but maybe someone is detaching themselves from a group where they were trying to win at all costs and they hurt each other in the process. These are people who were also hateful towards each other, a group of people. Someone's choosing a brand new adventure, and they might not see which way they're going. They're feeling stuck and unable to move forward, but they're still choosing a new adventure. Someone went blindly into something and they're now seeing the lights have come on and they're seeing exactly what they went into. And someone can see that you're stable, very grounded, dependable. You're holding something of value in your hands. And someone is deciding whether they should come to you or not, but they're afraid that you could be very guarded. Again, we have a power couple dynamic coming through here. And someone is having sleepless nights, haunted by the truth coming out about a power couple or a marriage, or a power couple that's getting married, or that's, I wanted to say has to get married. No one has to get married. Okay, that's how it came out. Maybe it's someone's message. And someone's seen that someone is trying to cause trouble. Maybe it's the same person who's trying to cause trouble is now haunted by their past actions and the karma they're receiving for trying to do something. They see that you're getting good news, you followed good advice, and it's leading you to a soft life, to bountiful blessings, and to a wish come true. And you're focused on the decisions you're making to end something and to move forward, maybe on a magical journey that you've kept a secret. And you can see that around the time of the full moon, yeah, like I said, your ancestors pulled up on someone. Your ancestors have pulled up on a group of people who wanted to dispatch you into the next life. Yeah, a group of people who invested. Cat got my tongue again. Someone doesn't want me to give this message, but give it, we shall. And will give it very well as well. If someone had invested, a group of people had invested in extending conflict away, but your ancestors pulled up on some people and they're laying this whole conflict to rest. Ace of Swords says it's true. Someone's getting a new job or a promotion or a lot of money or a new contract as well, who's listening to this message. They're being treated fairly. They've been generous to other people without expecting anything in return. They were generous because it was the right thing to do. And they were doing it because they're doing it for God. Lend unto the poor, and God is quick to repay your debt. That's why someone is being generous, and God is repaying that generosity with a financial gift. The transactions coming to you because of your work, and you're very good at your work, and you're seeing some clarity about that. Someone's looking deep at your leadership skills and seeing that you've bossed up. You're such a leader. You're self-started. You're self-motivated. Again, this is a person who's feeling left out in the cold. This could be a person who's isolated from your world, and this is a person who ended things with you on a painful note for a couple of you, and they see how independent you are, and this is a person who wants to reconcile with you, and you might intuitively feel it as well. And yet there's conflict behind the scenes with people, a whole bunch of people spying on you and keeping tabs on you and fighting in the process. They're now fighting amongst each other and being haunted by the fact that, oh, the last card there is that you're being publicly celebrated. You, my darlings, have become a huge success in some way, shape, or form. Maybe it's with your work. Maybe your work puts in the public eye for some of you. And for others of you, your work is just being celebrated, even if it's like really private work, but you're getting the rewards of your work. And people are now fighting behind the scenes because they realize that they followed a path which was not right. And your ancestors did pull up on some people. I think that's going to be the title of this message. Virgo, this could be a message for a Virgo, or Virgo is involved here. Yeah, someone was trying to corrupt Virgo's food and drink. Virgo, yes. Or if you, even if you're not a Virgo, whoever it is who's tuned onto this channel when you get this message, and you know that you've got a business idea that you're following up, that you want to start, Spirit says, yes, that idea will work. So you need to pray about it, do your research, and take action without further delay. My darlings, I so enjoyed coming out and giving you this a message for you. So we say the title is going to be Your Ancestors Just Pulled Up on Your Haters and emptied out a full clip of blessings, and your enemies are scattering, scrambling for cover, as Spirit and your ancestors keep showering the blessings upon you. Thank you very much for joining me, and for those who are joining me later, please remember to give this video a big thumbs up. I will be coming more frequently. My hiatus, or my leave from YouTube has come to an end, so I look forward to seeing you again real soon, guys. Till we meet again, if you want to book your personal readings, my email address is empressvibes@gmail.com. Follow me on Instagram, follow me on TikTok as well, and find out all the different things there that I've got going on. And those of you who would like to book my artist, Briscoe, we have we're just about to drop a new track called Gore. Some of you may have found it already. Make sure to support us and like the video, stream it when it's on all platforms, and join us on the journey we got going on there. Thank you very much, guys. I wish you so much love and so much light. Till we meet again, this is your girl Sunshine, signing out.